Okay, hello. All right, so welcome back to Learning to Survive. Um, right on. So yeah, I did do a little bit of painting and I made some minor modifications. I filled in this upper area up here on both sides. Hello, visitor. Everything's all painted. So at the end of the last stream, I did basically let the game just run. It took about an hour, I think, where I let the refineries continue and finish processing everything, and then I went ahead and dismantled everything. So this is where all the refineries, that tall tower of refineries, used to be. So everything is dismantled and been packed up and is now in there. Um, I got the miner parked on top. Added a couple of magnetic plates, um, just so that if I keep it connected, then the groups will merge for the engines. I don't want that to happen. So because then I'd be end up toggling the engines on and off for this, and you got there's like a thruster pointed down and somewhere in here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so I did that. Oh, looks like I. Oh. Let's see here. It's not terribly important, but there we go. It's better. Right, so everything is packed up and I am ready to go. Oh, I did a little bit of modification on the ship as well since I was waiting for the refineries. I added this central structure here with some reinforcement. I know I had originally not wanted to put anything there, but from a distance, the silhouette of the ship, it just looks really fragile. The way it comes in, it gets real thin and then gets real thick. So I thought that would help. Um, I thought the tube that I had, the conveyor that I had, that was like it was connected here and then came across and down and came out to the refinery. I thought that had kind of a cool look, so I wanted to preserve some of that. So I made the docking port up here a permanent fixture, and I integrated the tube along the top here. I think it looks kind of cool. Just break up the lines a little bit, but I think it's okay. I did add a spotlight in this position so it can be used to assist for landing as well as for searching, since usually I'll pull up alongside like an asteroid. And then, of course, it's also placed on the same side as the airlock, so that if I pull alongside an asteroid and I'm looking at something, when I leave the ship, I'm facing the thing that I'm looking at. So it all works well together there. I added some navigational lights. We've got one here. We're on the other side. And then these winglets, I did get rid of the extra engines that I had added. They were only there to handle the tower of refineries that I had, and since all that's gone, I got rid of them. I thought they were kind of weird looking anyway, so and I just redid the way the armor is here. And then of course, obviously, I painted everything orange and red, and we've got some white plastic here and some battered white and more orange, and I think that's it. I'm on these hazard panels I added, and then a lot of painting things black back here. So nothing major, just kind of puttering around, you know, finding things to do while I waited for the refineries to finish processing. So, and they have. I've adjusted all my quotas. I think these are pretty good, and everything else was broke down and converted into ingots, which I was never sure until the end of last stream which was the more compact form to carry things. So, I know that ore, when you refine ore, you only get a percentage of it converted to ingots. And so hauling around ore is obviously less space efficient than refining it into ingots and hauling ingots around. But I was not entirely sure whether, for example, is it better to haul one steel plate or 7 iron ingots, right? Let's see, production. Yeah, steel plate is 7 iron ingots, right? So I didn't check everything, but because I mostly focused on the iron since I had so much of it, with 22 refineries or whatever. Um, it definitely seems like for iron and also for at least for silicons versus I think computers and for most of the ammos, um, it's definitely more space efficient to carry things around as ingots and then build the things you need. And the reason that matters is because I have one large cargo, and I did not want to add any more. I really didn't want to drastically modify the shape of the ship. I'm quite happy with it, and I wanted to work with it as is. So we're all packed up, and I also christened the ship. I believe, yeah, it is the Cartographer. I was going for some sort of exploration theme, and I thought that was fitting. Granted, I'm not making any maps, but I usually use something like Explorer or Prospector, and I wanted something that was interesting and a little bit different. So, anyway, let's get out of here. We are quite slow. Let's see. We can get rid of, finally, the parking waypoint. And let's go fix that jump drive. And I've got the spotlight set to point at friends, enemies, and neutrals. Hopefully it'll, like, small grid, large grid, static structures. About the only thing it doesn't do is meteors and rockets. So anyway, I think the ship looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with kind of how the design has evolved. Yeah, that's neat. That's a neat skybox. All right, so we got 6 kilometers. Let's get over there. Yeah, so painted everything. Got a mixture of clean and sci-fi textures and some of the retro features. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. That's what I did. Um, I left those dirty. I guess the outside part of that is plastic, and the above is plastic, so it kind of doesn't fit. My thinking was like everything within like easy reach is clean, and then like the ceilings. Like if you ever go somewhere like a restaurant or business or whatever, like the things you normally see are that are like at eye level or below or clean, but then if you actually look up, the ceilings are usually pretty dirty because who the hell cleans the ceilings? It's kind of thinking along those lines. I'm not sure. It might be kind of weird though because that ceiling literally is not dirty. So maybe I just fix it. Yeah, I guess that'll work. It makes it look less like separate pieces, I think. Yeah. More like an integrated part. Let's go ahead and stop. Make sure I don't hit this bad boy. All right, sweet. Yeah, we got a lot of mass. The cargo is nearly full. There's a lot of mass in here. All right, now why are we not stopped? Come on. Let's get a little closer. Here we go. No need to waste fuel. Game's a little laggy right now. I'm not sure why. My spotlight is hopefully pointing out the thing that I'm interested in. I like that. All right. So, what? I think that was a bad decision. Put that LCD up there. Can't examine it without going outside, and the problem with doing that is I come outside and I go, oh, I need those things. And what I didn't do is come back inside and check the cargo. Everything I needed was here. I didn't need to do any of all that. I completely forgot and just assumed I'd already checked everything. So that's embarrassing. I mean, I am set up pretty well now for the post jump activities, but that is, I do feel kind of dumb that I forgot. Didn't realize I hadn't checked the cargo in here. I don't know. I didn't even think about it. I was just like, okay, I need the things, and I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, jump drives can be activated from a cockpit toolbar. Perform a jump. Okay. Not leaving my ship. So actually, it's going to be easier. Yeah. It's going to be easier to maneuver this little guy than that thing. First things first, we'll get them oriented together. You know what? Actually, that was probably the better way. Because this one is flat on the bottom. Which is where the cartographer will need to connect. Hello, other new person. All right, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, this will be fine. Yeah. Alrighty, now they're not set to auto connect. I have to get in here and do this manually. And boop. Alright, shut everything down. Wrong thing. Here we go. All four connected. This looks great. Alright, let's turn that off. And hello, Lulu. Hi, sweetie. Form a jump. 5 kilometers. Distance 0%. I wonder if it'll be able to... Yeah, it'll be able to carry all this. Fully charged. Alright. Yeah, let's go. Will be truncated. Oh. All right. Where are we jumping to? Are we jumping to the hidden base? Right, let's get the connected grid out of the way. Try it again. 1.92 meters. All right. Okay, so I'm thinking spot does not work. I'm not in front of it. Let's see, I don't think oh, I have steel. Okay, perfect. Okay, magnetic plates unlocked. There we go. Problem solved. And okay. So I suppose it's only a 5 kilometer jump. I could just come back. You know, I just put a waypoint and then come back. But I'd rather not do that. Hmm. There we go. Yeah, much better. Perfect. All right, magnetic plates. Lock. Perfect. All right, entrances over here. All right, and jump. Okay, here we go. Cool. Find the hidden base. The one whose waypoint I have. Oh, it's broke. That's not good. What happened to it? That does not appear broken to me. That's interesting. It's not. It's not broken. Hmm. All right, fixed again, I guess. Right on. So they want us to use the waypoint. So hidden base. Yes. Find the hidden base. Jump drive. Wow, that's all right. Jump drive. Stored power 3 megawatts. Okay. Base is down there. Let's go. That's fine. Zoom. 1 kilometer. I thought it said we'd be a little closer than that. That's fine. Okay. Jump drive. Still full power. Granted, it was only a 10-kilometer jump. What the hell? Interesting. 59 minutes. Depleted 40 minutes. 45. 45. All right, well, let's get a move on then. Let's do that. $60. 2.7 stored power. All right, great. All right, we are drifting, but that's okay. This guy. All right, let's get down there. Oh, where are my... Oh, they're right there. Okay, let's. I'm looking at my up thrusters. Whoops! I think I just entered the ship. All right, let's get rid of these two and these two. Okay, and that works out well. So there shouldn't be anything else. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's go ahead. Throw everything in there. That too. Whoops. Cool. Oh, I set up Izzy's a special tag over here, so now it'll keep this still stock with the basic things that I like to carry as backups, and then I'll put them in here at the end of the sessions and all that. But okay, so oh, whoops. There we go. 20 minutes. That's battery charge 91%. Engines are running. Yeah, that's fine. There's only 2 batteries on this ship. So and let's see, where are we facing? Is this down? Yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. All right, there's the hidden base. Sweet. Yep, there it is. Hidden. Hidden amongst the stars, I guess. Oh, there's another asteroid. That's the decoy asteroid. Find the hit. I'm not sure what find. What I have to do to complete that requirement. I guess visit it. We'll be parked in the back if anyone needs us. There we go. All right, that looks like the entrance. Oh, there we go. Don't get out of your seat while jumping or you will be left behind. That is a very important safety notice. There's a planet nearby controlled by a pirate faction. Find the planet and take out the pirates. Reach the planet. All right. I feel like I should investigate this place first, though. This is neat. This is old though. Very old. Still, that's neat. Cargo. Anything in here? Nope. Bit of ice. Wonder if that works. You set up a light to shine on an O2 farm. Does that make O2 for you? Oops. Oh, I also made some upgraded tools since I had all that platinum laying around. All right, let's see. These are always good. What else? That. What are these? These have motors in them. Oh, oxygen. Oh, goodbye, oxygen. Still tubes.
Inventory full.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Alrighty. I definitely want this. Yep. Sure. What's in this? We got some computers and glass. Sure.
Inventory full.
Damn it. All right. Sure. Air vent? Where's that? Oh, that goes in. Wait a minute. Oh, interesting. Oh, it never occurred to me to do that. It's just an O2 farm straight into an air vent to inside. Huh. Oh, other stuff. All right, cool. All right, let's get anything in the engine. What's power cell? Motors. Nice. Right on. All right. And we'll get the cargo.
Inventory full. Inventory.
One of the grids. All right. All that. This is consistently getting in my way, so let's get rid of that. Oh, there's the thing. Yep. Oops. Right here. We'll get that. Sweet. All right.
Inventory full.
Oh, some iron in here. Uh-oh. Am I running out of space? It's possible. Space is really tight on that ship right now. What else? We'll get this. Steel. Whatever. What's that? Just armor block. All right. Hey, Ludo. What's going on, sweetie? Okay, I think that is everything in here. I definitely don't need any more steel, so I'm not going to worry about that. There may be a time. There will probably be a time when I wish I had the additional steel. But with what I'm carrying already, I think by the time that happens, I feel like it will like it won't have been worth it to carry around a tiny extra bit of steel for all that time. We'll get all this. Don't really need any of it, but it's really weird. It feels really weird just to leave stuff laying around, like good stuff, you know. I don't know why. All right, reach the planet. Well, let's do it. Let's reach the planet. Oh, it's stuttering pretty bad. I don't know what's going on here. All right, hidden base location. Is that a GPS? It is. Sure. I don't think I'm gonna need this anymore. All right, let's go. Where is planet? That's jump drive. Hey, there's the planet. All right. Oh, it's over there. Okay. All right. Well, go. I mean, that's fine. I don't want to jump into a natural gravity field. I don't want to jump into any gravity field. Oh, the thrusters are alive. Let's get those turned off. Why am I moving? All right, thrusters. Why? There it is. Yeah, some spoopies going on here. I don't know why everything's moving on me. All right, we have room to go forward. Sure what's making all that dust. I guess it's the side thruster. Yeah. Cool. All right, how about now? 5,000 kilometers. I think I misread that a second ago. I think I was thinking it was 500 kilometers. Yeah, 5,000. That is a lot. All right. Let's get him lined up. Hello, people. Hope you're all having a nice day. All right, and do a blind jump. 1,082. Yep. $1,082. Let's do it. Do. All right. Now, someone said that the jump drive on this ship in this scenario is magic. I think that was a mistake. Although I suspect, because it looks like the drive this jump is charging to me. It looks like it's behaving like a normal drive. Let's turn that. Where is it? There you go. It used all its power for a maximum distance jump. It's taking the normal time to recharge. This looks like a normal jump drive to me. So I suspect what it was is, I know that if you, because I do this a lot, if you use a jump drive if you put that range like a blind jump and you put that distance down to 0, you're always going to jump 5 kilometers. And the power consumption is so low that by the time the jump animation plays, the drive has recharged. So it'll be at 100% by the time you are able to look at your control panel again. So if you're only doing short jumps, which that first jump is a 5 kilometer jump, it can seem like, I want to look at that, you didn't use any power for a jump, and therefore the jump drive is special, right? And given that this is a tutorial scenario, it wouldn't be implausible for that to be the case. You know, a lot of times in tutorial scenarios or modes or whatever, you know, games will change the rules ever so slightly because they want you to not be hindered by certain things so that you can learn other things. So it's not an unreasonable conclusion to come to, but I think it was a mistake. Which is good to know. I don't know if it's disappointing or not, but you know, at least I know for sure now. Because when they, whoever it was, when they dropped that bomb last last stream, I was like, "What?" That would have been nice. Okay, that looks like asteroids down there, just off the left side of the prow. Made a 17.9. Oh, I thought I turned that off. Oh no, I went to turn it off and then I left it on. Alright, beacon. Reset. Let's get rid of that. Exploration ship. Okay. Sure. All right. And what kind of power? We got 4 batteries on here. Okay. Interesting. So the original idea was you're going to jump 5,000 kilometers. That's 2.5 jumps. Jump drive holds the same amount of power as a battery. The difference is how their draw, the load they can put on your ship is like 3 times. It's like 32 megawatts, whereas a battery only outputs 12 megawatts. But they both hold 3 megawatts. So 2.5 jumps would drain 1, 2, and then half of another. And these were at 2/3. So let's see. Were they at 2/3 or were they full? Hey, sweetie. So a full jump is 2,000. So 2.5 times 3, 6, 7.5. So it would be 7.5 megawatts if I wasn't carrying around another ship. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, yeah. You want to play too? I was thinking how cool it would be to be able to set up a camera on like a little box or a someplace where my cat could nap. Set a camera up, zoomed in on her face, and then I could add her. She could be my co-pilot. That would be really funny. But she would not do that. Neither of them would do that. All right. Yeah. Anyway, so power. We do have plenty of power. Now, given we're hauling around a lot more. What's up? this ship, I don't think it has enough power to take everything there. That's okay. What I can do, yeah, we have a docking port. So, as a matter of fact, let's do that now. Let's go ahead and just dock them together. And that way, the batteries and engines on my main ship can actually, do I want to do that? I don't think I want to do that. I think what I want to do is let this ship just drain itself, and only then will I dock the ships up. Because what I'm thinking is, and because this has happened to me before, is, oh, it's green. Are we ready? Okay. Sure are. So this has happened to me before, is I'll dock the ships up, and then the one ship will, sweet, space pirate vulture. All right. And then the ships will work together to basically make sure that, you know, the batteries are topped up and all that. But then what happens is, when I get done with the ship, like this one, I'm going to grind it all down, and I'll have wasted, you know, all that fuel or power or whatever, charging up batteries that I'm about to disassemble. Oh, that's from the light. That's fine. So I don't want to do that again, so I'm just going to let that little ship just wear itself out. What do we have? All right. Well, check on that inventory. I know I added some stuff. How are we doing? Boop. A random power cell over there. Oh my goodness. All right, that's cool. I'm curious why there's scrap laying around here. Are the assemblers off? I don't know. Oh, right. Scrap refineries handle that. Duh. All right, what else do we have? Oh, and the connectors full. Oh man. Yep. Oh, this ship is to the bursting point. We have a bunch of ice. That's fine. The miner that I'm carrying also has a bunch of ice in it. A lot of ice. This was I had collected a bunch of ice at the for the outpost in the previous stream to power all the engines, to power all the refineries, to power all the assemblers, and I didn't want to leave it behind, so I just filled the miner up with it. And there's plenty, actually. There is plenty enough that I don't need to worry about really hydrogen fuel for a while. All right, that beacon is on, and there is, I have 13 minutes. Let's go get that. I don't know what the range is on this thing. Beacon. Range, 10 kilometers. Oh, that's plenty. There we go. I saw a red signal pop up just now. Top left corner. Rainbow rifle. Sweet. Oh, I hate when to do that. Damn it. Right. Whoops. Here goes that canvas. There it is. There it is. Damn it. Where might that be? Right. Somewhere over there. Possibly on that asteroid, but it might just be something floating over here. So we have let's see, a large or near, one just a little beyond, and then another one. They make a trapezoid. All right, so let's get inside. Boop. That one too. Go put my money. All right. So this is what I was worried about. I always get disoriented. You just turn around and boom, you're gone. All right, so here we are. I was looking. Oh, there they are, right there. Okay, and then I was thinking right about there. It looked like, or possibly on the asteroid. I'm not sure. Oh, so that's the problem. I have to look up to see it. And let's thrusters, do thrusters and gyros. And the gyros. And then you. There we go. Now it won't fight me. All right. Get these guys on and... All right, there they are. One. Wait a minute. They're killing me. All right, there they are. Yes, 1 and 2. Let's bring them up. Right. And okay, great. Yes, there we go. There we go. Okay. And you know what? I see something sparkling. The stream might not be able to see it. Oh, that's just stone. Okay. That's fine. Might as well head that way anyways. Oh, it's green. Oh, crap. I guess we are not going to go. My priority is to get to the planet, so. Oh, right. Doggone it. All right. Thrusters and gyros. There we go. Off. Oh yeah. Let's see. I had I turned off the gravity. All right, let's gyro. Get you back up there. There we go. All on. Planet is down there. There we go. All right, hidden space pirate thingy. So long. Sweet. Now, I don't know how big this planet is. But I'm pretty sure that the gravity well, or the atmosphere of the planet, gravity well, extends from the surface up to about 65 kilometers. Give or take. It might be 40, it might be 60. For some reason, 65 sticks to my mind, but I'll go with 65 just to be safe. The largest the planet can be is 120, and that's actually the diameter. So that means from this waypoint to the surface is 60 kilometers, and then from the surface to the edge of the gravity well is another 60, 65 kilometers. So basically the radius of the planet. So 120. So if I need to stay out of the gravity of the planet, then I don't want to jump closer than that. I won't be able to jump closer than that, but as I am in the area, I want to stay outside of that. I also want to make sure I don't jump right to the edge of that and have some forward velocity that then carries me into it before I can come to a complete stop. Okay. So 120. So if I go say 150, that gives me a nice margin of error to keep from accidentally straying into the gravity well. Okay. Yep. %. All right. Cool. Man, there's a lot of room in here now. All right. I think I once redesigned this ship. That used to be something that I did a lot, was take the vanilla ships and then just put a just basically pop them in the game and say like, all right, let's refurbish this thing. And why is this so laggy? I don't understand. Whoops. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. Yeah, anyway, I think I once refurbished that ship. I don't know that I was terribly happy with it. I did find the front part, how it's super vertical. I did think that was pretty interesting, although I'm not sure I was able to do much with it. All right, I heard something. Power down, and I see red, so I'm guessing the battery is dead. Let's go have a look. 0, 0, 0. Yep, that happened a lot faster than I expected. Okay. Oh. Yeah, let's hook it up. Let's see. Let's start back here. All right. And I'm going to turn them off so I don't waste a bunch of power recharging them. All right. And, oh, let me double check all the thrusters and everything are off. Thrusters and gyros. Aha, there we go. All right. Whoops. Okay. Turn the hydrogens off since we're doing small maneuvers. Boop. Awesome. All right. And load is 100%, so they are running. And the charge is going down fast. All right, you guys are... Yeah, that's fine. Tanks at 100%. We can, I think, just turn all that off for now. So, the jump drive. It's almost ready. All right, it is set for, oh, okay, 1,091 kilometers. Yeah, that'll work. Jump. Right. And boop. Yep. Awesome. Oh, there's a moon. How nice. 10 minutes of power. All right, that's not accurate, but that's fine. All right, I've shut off the thrusters, so we'll be good here for a few minutes. So the jump drive will be fully charged in 7 minutes. And I have 10 minutes of power. So in 7 minutes, the jump drive draw will stop. And then the battery, the remaining power will, the estimated remaining time will pop up. And of course the engines will keep charging everything up. So it'll be good to go. Cool. All right. Any secret hidey pirate places, thingies around? And we're a little bit too far. What is this? It's a weird one. A little bit too far to start prospecting. I don't see myself once I'm in the vicinity of the planet to be jumping out 400 or 500 kilometers just for resources. I'll definitely be able to find whatever I need a lot closer than that. Right on. Well, let's see. I still have an order detector on here, so once we get there, I'll be ready to start mining. Of course, I have a ton of resources that I'm bringing with me since I completely failed to notice that this task provided me the parts I needed, which I should have thought of, because all the other tasks provide you the parts. You know, repair the battery on the mining craft, and there's battery power cells in the nearby storage container. So I should have thought to look. I think it's because I was outside by the time I was able to see what the drive needed, that the interior cargo container was out of sight, out of mind. So I didn't think to go back inside and check, because it wasn't in my consciousness, right, that, oh, there's cargo inside. Oh, I didn't realize that was there. Yes. No, that's not okay. That's not okay. You are. Alright, we'll do ice. We'll come over here. Oh, you're off anyway. Ah, so you're just doing your own thing. There we go. Alright, ice manager. We'll get you. Multi-grid generator. Yeah, so we'll do here. Turn you on and recompile. Yep, that'll work. Cool. And then and turn you off, and you should be, yeah, fine. All right, we're yellow. We're almost there. 2 minutes. Still feeling that lag. FPS 94, UPS 55, simulation 0.9, 0.02. What? There. Oh, there we go. Oh, and then it popped up. So, oh, really? This overlay is what's killing it? Well, toggling that off and on actually seems to have stabilized the sim speed and the frame rate. So that's interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind for future reference. And it does feel like the little hitches are gone. That's interesting. Huh. Yeah. All right. That's cool. Oh, is it green? Come on, camera. No, it's still yellow. It is a shame that there's not much to do when you're waiting for a jump drive to recharge. That feels like a missed opportunity. Because anytime... Actually, it's funny. I just said this the other day. I was talking about game mechanics with somebody, and they had an idea. And they were like, basically, when in order to do, whatever, the player has to wait. I was like, no, the player waits is never a good game mechanic. It's never a good. It's never a good to try and balance. Let's see how far we need to go. Jump drive here. We're set at 1,000. That's too far. So let's go to. Okay, if I go to 600, that is 60. I probably won't be able to, because that'll probably be right at the surface. So 540, and then if I want, say, a 30-kilometer buffer, that'll be 510. Yeah, That'll give me, that's 150 away from the destination. I think that'll do. All right, so we want to go 510. There we go. Yep. Yeah, so if you're designing a game mechanic and you're like, in order to do this, the player first has to wait. It's not a good, because it's not. I've seen lots of people discuss this. Hey, Christopher. Oh, you're P3 Orionus. Hey, nice. Advice. Oh, you're the one. Oh, you're the one we're talking about. Gotcha. Yeah. So I wasn't trying to like call you out or anything. It's just I've seen, having been in game design for a number of years, I've seen other designers who are far more experienced and knowledgeable than myself discuss these things, and in terms of short term, like if you have like a cooldown, that's one thing. You like, you use a power, you get the benefit, and then you can't use it for a little while. Is cool. Yeah. I'm glad you took what I said in the spirit that it was intended. It's real easy for tone to be lost in text, and yeah. So cool. Anyway, I'm glad to see you here, man. That's real cool. Oops, here we go. All right, we're there. Yeah. So for like, if you do like a cooldown after the fact, that's one thing, especially if it's like short. You've already got the benefit, and now it's like, okay, you can't spam it, right? So it's basically preventing abuse, and that's one thing. But if it's like, okay, before you can do the thing, you have to wait a long time, like to jump. Like you can't jump until you wait 7 minutes. It's like you kind of. It's like I've seen a lot of game design, especially game designers, and I did this as well when I started. Some of your like designs will be like, what is the player doing? It's like, well, the player's going to go from here to there. It's like, okay, so what does that mean? So they're going to walk or run, like say like adventure game, right? Or you're gonna go from this city to that city. What does that mean? That means the player's going to run from this city to that city, or drive a car or something. Like, okay, the player just walking or like going somewhere is not like, that is not something your game should rest upon. You know what I mean? Like game design should not rest upon. The player should be interacting with the game, like just other than like holding W to go forward or whatever. Anyway, and so like waiting is basically in the same vein. And again, just to be clear, right? I'm not trying to. This isn't against you, Christopher. I had started talking about it. I think before I saw you pop on there, so I wanted to finish that thought. Generally, what you'll want is if the player needs to spend some time somewhere, you want to engage them somehow. Like King could have done. I like the idea of if you have let's go reach the planet. Yeah, I'm at the planet. I am not sure. This camera is killing me. I think it says something when the easier way to look around is to go outside your ship with a pair of binoculars. I think Keen missed an opportunity to have like I don't want to say like a mini game, but like a mechanic where you can like play engineer. Like think of like in Star Trek, right? In the movies and TV shows, the engineer is always like, the captain's like, I need more power, and it's like, I'll see what I can do, right? Like, I don't know, like why is the dial always set to 11 for power or whatever? But if like for the jump drive, if you have 7 minutes to recharge if you do nothing, I think that's fine. But I think they missed an opportunity to, for example, say like have like a window or like a terminal window, like where you go in and you are, I hate to say like a mini game, but doing something to like an idle game, right? It should be like an idle game. If you do nothing, it takes 7 minutes, but there is some form of interaction that you can do to speed that up. That's what I'm thinking of. Yep, that's it. That's probably all I need to say too. Um, if if you've um, if you've never played an idle game, they're basically games that play themselves. You don't need to do anything. But if you and it's usually something simple like accumulate money or make cookies or whatever, and um, you'll just steadily produce cookies. Just money number goes up is all it is, like over time, right? But then once you accumulate enough money, if you want, you can say buy another stove or hire another baker, buy better ingredients. And what that does is it affects that rate of increase. Uh, Sometimes it just makes the increase faster, and sometimes it'll reduce it, but it'll unlock like better cookies, right? And the better cookies increase the money number faster, or something. But basically, if you do nothing, if you just let the game run, it'll make progress. So I feel like the jump drives really, they could have benefited from some sort of mechanic like that, where, maybe there's a. Oh, what's that? What's that? Damn it, missed it. I saw some red pop up. Yeah. This is an idea that's um, been on my mind for space engineers like for a long time. Yeah, especially like I've been personally thinking about it for hacking. Yeah, for hacking grids is, yeah, if there's some interactivity that could speed things along. Like it's automatic if you want to wait, but if you want to speed things along because time is precious, then yeah, there's something you can do. I think that would be, yeah. Yeah. I can't believe after all this, like literally after all this time of trying to explain this to people, or just write about it or whatever. Oh, there it is. There it is. Is it down there? I just realized it's the idle game um, approach. Whoops. That will definitely simplify explanations going into the future. All right, what do we got? Oh, we do have. Yeah, there we go. Get those guys going. And I'm just gonna head to this big rock. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't have any specific reason except I think that pirate signal was in this direction. Um, I reached the planet. I'm not sure. I may need to get. I guess I need to get closer to it, but I don't know. I know that it's not necessary to land on the planet. Hmm. Yeah, I think grid hacking and like the jump drive recharging. You could do something like the player is, opens up a screen and you've got, you know like thematically you are the engineer and you're moving, you know uh, exotic matter in like into a core or something, and the faster you get it all into a core, like it's or the more you get into the core, it speeds up the charge rate or something. And yeah, hacking would be cool. I've seen a couple different games do have some pretty neat takes on it. The first one is Deep Rock Galactic. They actually have oh, damn it. They have a couple of like I don't say game modes, but like encounters that you can encounter. I don't know how to put it. Where you get into the map and it's like, oh yeah, shoot the bugs, but also there's these things you need to hack, and they are literally just mini games. Like the you think like an arcade or whatever, where it's like the thing is spinning and you have to click as the marker goes past, like the two markers go past each other. Um, they're not something like that. They're actually they do a pretty good job. DRG does a pretty good job of having they're interesting. They're not as simple as what I just described, and I really think those are pretty cool. And they're presented as a hacking mechanic. Um, I don't know if they take the idle game approach. Oh, there it is. Okay, where you're gonna hack it anyway, and that's just to speed things along. I can't really remember. I don't think they do, but that's okay. That's they have some pretty creative different things, and I think what helps is that they actually DRG has a variety. Uh, oh, there's not much left of whatever that was. Is it worth it to go investigate? That doesn't really look like it. And then the other example I've seen of satisfying mini games. I hate to say pretty good because the mini games, these types of mini games, they're so trivial. Um, that I think good and bad are. I mean, they're simple, right? Um, but satisfying to play is Dredge. Dredge is basically just a fishing mini game with some great narrative elements, um, some great mechanics for great vehicle mechanics for like moving around and um, experiencing the what are they the Abyssian horrors or whatever, the monsters right in the water. It's got some insanity mechanics layered on, so it's not just a fishing game, but at its core it's a fishing mini game, and it's actually pretty cool. There's like two, I think, varieties, and they actually do. Dredge does use the idle game system where once you like say start fishing or I forget how you initiate it, but once you initiate the process, you will eventually like it's like a timer where you will haul in the something that you're trying to get, like a fish or whatever. But as like there's like little rings that are spinning or whatever, and if you time it right, you get the things lined up, you can speed that process up, and it's pretty satisfying. I'm not a fishing person. um I don't enjoy the sport. I don't find the sport interesting. That's just me. It's not a criticism. Video games that focus on fishing don't appeal to me. But I tried Dredge out because of the kind of the Cthulhu horror aspect to it. And I'd heard a lot of good things about it, so I was like, try to keep an open mind and give it a chance. And I really enjoyed the game. So I think it's kind of funny that it's actually just a fishing game. Well, it's actually a fishing game at its core. So, you need to finish Dredge. Yeah, I finished. Do you have any of the expansions for Dredge? Because they've had, I think, two come out. One is like basically Arctic environments, and another one is, I think, like a mining platform that you can visit or something. I haven't played any of those. I finished the game, like I got it, finished it in I think about a week or so. I like it's kind of like all I was doing because I enjoyed it and the story was good. Um, and then the expansions came out, and I was like, well, the thing for me is like Dredge is not a game that I would play more than once because I've kind of seen like it's the same story. Like I know there are different endings. I think there are two endings, um, but I was like, the game did take a long time for me to finish, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do all of that again just to see the alternate ending. Um, but I don't know. It's like it just wasn't compelling enough. Like the game is great. Don't get me wrong, but when the expansions came out, I was like, well, they can't change the story, so this is kind of like just other places to go to gather resources, because in the game, like, fish are your resources, right? um or they're like the step one, they're like ore in this game, like, they're your first step of resources. And I didn't have a problem collecting resources anyway, so I was like, I could, if I played the game again, I would do nothing different, so yeah, I'm up to the part where they warn you, hey, if you do this next bit, the game ends. I don't recall that. The game ends. Huh. I don't recall that warning. You say you're up to the part where the game warns you, if you do this next part, the game ends. Interesting. For what it's worth, when I played it,
Inventory full.
ooh, I don't want to say something wrong. I want to say I had the opportunity to keep playing after the story was over. Oh, but I don't remember. I don't want to. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Google that. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing and then have you end your game. Um, yeah, man, I'd love to like ask more questions about it, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to spoil anything for you if you haven't gotten, you know, to whatever. And of course, I don't want to spoil it for anyone else either. So it's a really good game. I'm glad that I got it. I mean, even though I only played it once, um, I'm super happy with it. Like the art style is great. The story was neat. I wish I had gotten the only criticism I have is that the ending that you get, there's like two endings, and the ending you get is seems to be, from what I can tell, entirely determined by a single decision you make kind of around the midpoint of the game, and there's no way to really know. I guess, I don't know, maybe if you're more intuitive than me, which may not be saying much, but I guess maybe if by that point in the game you kind of get what's going on, then maybe you can make an informed decision. But I don't know. I was like, oh, the decision was made in the middle of the game. So from my perspective, like when I got to the end, I was like, so a long time ago. And then if you ever figure out what's going on after that, there's no way to change it because you're set on your course, right, for your destiny. Um, so because I discovered that there were like two endings, way towards the end. And I was like, oh, okay, but I can't go back and change that anyway because I wanted to see the one ending. I would have rather seen the ending that I did not get, and that's kind of. I mean, I get it, right? It's you're telling a story. The stories can't, they got to go in a direction. So, I don't know that it's a criticism necessarily of like. That the designers or the developers like did anything like wrong. It's just
Inventory
I'm not sure how to put it. I just got to the point where I was like, oh, I would have rather seen this other ending than the one I ended up with, because when I made the decision, I think I know what it is. So the point at which you make the decision, which determines which way the game goes, you're given a couple choices. You're in a dialogue and you're given a couple choices, and for most of the game, when you're talking to somebody and you are given dialogue choices, you generally will have the opportunity to choose all of the dialogue options, so like you can go down every branch of the dialogue to get all the information, and it doesn't really matter what order you do it in. And the decision that changes the course of the game isn't like that, and there's no indication that it's like that. It's like it's just a question or a couple questions, and you give your answers, and then that's it. You're done with the conversation. You can't go back and ask the other questions or whatever. And I didn't like that. I remember thinking at the time, I was like, oh, that's weird. All the other people let me continue the conversations, but that one didn't. And then it was later on that I realized, it's like, oh, now I know why. And I didn't like that. I felt like a little bit like I was set up. because what had happened was, I was like, oh, I can always do all the choices. I don't really have to worry about what I'm picking. So I didn't, I was just like, yeah, click. Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. All right, next, click. And yeah, and then to find out later on, like, oh, that one did matter. that rubbed me a little bit wrong. Yeah, apparently. So what I have a tendency to do is a lot of times, like when I watch a movie or read a, actually not really reading books, but if I watch a movie or I'll hear a song or play a game that I really enjoy, sometimes I'll go back like later on and I'll just like Google it to see, like, oh, was there anything I missed? Like, was there a subplot or some subtext or whatever that was there that I didn't catch, or I'll be like, well, this is what I think was the subtext. Like, I wonder if I'm right, So a lot of times I'll do that, especially for things that I find are good. And so I did that with Dredge, and that was when I learned a lot about, like, basically there was an entire level of subtext in the game that I missed. And I think if you figure that out, then probably that decision that chooses the path of the story is probably more apparent when you have to make it. But I had missed it, so I didn't realize what was going on.
Inventory full.
Yeah, I had some suspicions, but I didn't have anything concrete. Like I didn't really have enough suspicions to be like anything beyond, like, I think there's more to this is about where I was at, like I think there's more to what seems to be going on here, and that was not enough for me to make a good decision. So, all right, well, I guess it's never too late. Okay, alrighty, let's go ahead and grind this one down. Yeah, anything in here? Oh shit. Yep. This poor ship. It's so full.
Energy critical.
Did you put... No, you didn't. Good. Ooh. And there we go. Wait. Awesome. All right. So a random jump drive there. And... Oh. Right, you. Boop. Cannot withdraw. The ship is literally overflowing with elements, and you're like, oh, I can't do that. I'll put it. Yeah, we're gonna put it right in the middle. I do think it would be very clever if the developers managed to find a way to make the new DLCs somehow integrate into the story beyond simply, oh, you can go over here if you want. That would be really cool. I don't know how to do that. I'm not really a great narrative person, but I think that would be neat. They found a way that, so it's not just like, hey, here's some DLC and you can go there if you want to, but you really don't need to because the game was perfectly fine as it was beforehand. If they made it so that, because in the base game, there's like 4 or 5 like main areas you go to, but I don't remember exactly. I think it's 5. But anyway, and each one, you need to go there for narrative purposes to find out stuff, and of course along the way you're gathering your fish and your resources and all that. So that have the 2 new areas just to get more resources is, I don't know. I mean, I suppose it might be fun to go check them out just to see what's in them. I think the DLCs all came with additional fish unique to those areas and all that, fish and monsters and all that. So that might be cool. That would be cool to go have a look at. Oh, we're gonna do the thing or no? What's going on? Oh, no. Come on. What's going on here? Come on. There we go. Boop. All right, sweet. That's my hammer. Okay. This still wants me to reach the planet. Oh, that's the thing, right? I forgot. All right, let's get away from... Alrighty. Okay. Jump drive. I think from here on out, I'll move in 5-kilometer increments. Oh, and I should be able to turn all of this back on. And this no longer needs to be there. And to you, whoop. Okay, so you're good. Did I recompile you? Yeah, I did. 2 and 2. All right. Cool. All right, so we've got 5. Let's do it. Spun my hammer really, really fast, and it pulled me off the ground. Your hammer pulled you off. No. All right. And still no planetary gravity. Planet 148. Okay. I guess I'll fly to this rock. Cool. Yep. All right. Good. Line going up. Excellent. What do we see? Anything? Not really. What the? Wow. That is. I never knew crouching was so noisy. Another Mayday. All right. Hey, all right. All right, cool. Um, all right. Well, I hate to do this, but I've got to get close enough so that that task completes and it can give me the destroy the pirate base task. So we'll go. We're not moving. So we'll go in 5 kilometer increments. Oh, I guess since the jump drive safety won't let me jump into gravity, I should be safe doing this. Yeah. Oh, there's some asteroids. That's nice. Let's do it again. All right. Keep doing it. 5 kilometers at a time. All right. Hmm. Well, 125. Yep. Maybe the gravity well is only 40 kilometers from the surface. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, Hmm. Yeah, all right. It'll let me do the jump, so. Still not in gravity. Eight. Hmm. I'm getting pretty nervous about this. Maybe this waypoint is not in the center of the planet? I don't know. Goodness. There we go. Sweet. Finally. There's a pirate facility controlling the planet. Find a way to disable it. Disable the pirate facility. Right on. Okay, so there's a planet beacon. There's the pirate facility. 60 kilometers straight line from where I am now. Okay. Oh, something back there. Oh, nice asteroid. Nice. Okay. .86 kilometers. Oh, there's an asteroid right behind me. All right, let's look at this. Let's go see what this is. All right, so 86 kilometers. 96 kilometers. Oh my God. All right, I better write that down. All righty. LCD. Text. There we go. Let's do that. The ship is full of stuff. Stop telling me I can't do things. All right, let's see. We'll do this. Oh. All right. 96 kilometers. Okay. Make this like a sign you would see at work, right? Okay. Minimum guaranteed safe distance from Earth. Do. Boop. All right. Keep out of gravity. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. This is going to be LCD reminder. Okay. Content will be text. Oh, that looks all right. Okay. Let's center it. I'm going to make it orange. I always make text orange because it's easiest to see. And I always feel like if I'm bothering to put something on an LCD, it's important. So I should be able to see it as easily as possible. So same input gives me same output. I always end up making everything orange. All right. Minimum guaranteed safe distance from Earth. Keep out of gravity well. 96 kilometers. Cool. Sweet. So we are that guy. Let's go look at him. And the pirate facility, okay, 60 kilometers that way. Hmm. Oh, that looks like, let's see, silver. Yay, there's silver. Okay, so we have silver. All right, well, if that's the only one I'm going to mark, I'll mark it over here where it's visible. So here, PS silver. And I think I'm going to prefix this with EO for Earth orbit. That way I'll be able to tell from all the other GPS points. They'll all be grouped together. Really would like to have some folders in there. There's always been something more important, which is just the way it is with game development. There's always many more things that you want to do than you have time to do. Okay, so that's silver. Pirate base is that way. I guess I'm gonna head like so. Try and tangent. I use the jump drive again, I'm guaranteed to be kept out of the gravity well. Let's see, 60 kilometers straight line to the pirate facility, and 97 kilometers straight line to the center of the planet. I think I'd like to go 97 kilometers at a right angle here. Like so. Jump drive. We'll just round it out to 100. Or we'll do exactly 97. That works too. And go. Okay, it's not blocked by gravity, so that is a good sign. Sweet. $68 kilometers. Okay. Oh, I know I can make sure I'm directly above. Yeah. When the pirate facility marker and the planet marker are directly behind each other, then I'll be directly above the pirate facility. Yep. So I did overshoot a little bit, actually kind of a lot. Let's go back, I don't know, 50? Oh, that's not going to work. Yeah. 51? Let's go to, yeah, 48. All right. And I don't really have any particular reason for going anywhere particular other than seems like it might be useful. All right, what do we have? Hey, that's all right. That's not bad. I think this will work. So let's find a place. Find some asteroids. Oh, hello, Lulu. To set up shop. Okay, we are 114. Okay, so we can descend a little bit. I'll go ahead and head out. So 114 and 96. That's already paying dividends. I love it. So 96, so 17, looks like 18 kilometers. Let's bring that down. 17 will work. There we go. Part of the reason I'm jumping around is also to just to get some asteroids to spawn in. I'm kind of hoping that I'll end up near one that's got stuff in it. Oh, hey, directly above. Nice. All right, 50 kilometers. That's good to know. That actually, that is within range of a single antenna. That's cool. But I'm curious. An antenna max range is 50, 200. Oh, helps if it's on. The max range is 200 kilowatts. Is 20 half range. Oh, what's up? Oh my goodness. Squeaky kitty. All right. 1500 is what I had. Okay, so the power is linearly proportional to the range, which is not what I expected. That's not what it should be. Let's try. I didn't think it worked like that. Because I was thinking I would have a network of like one or two relay satellites to relay the signal. That way the antenna range could be lower, and it would be kind of cool to build a relay network of satellites. But if there's literally no benefit, actually, I do see one benefit. My goodness. Um, yeah, I do see one benefit. If that's right on the limit of the range of the antenna, that means I can't go like laterally very much down at the pirate facility. I'm thinking in terms of like a remotely operated vehicle. So having a satellite a bit lower would give me a bigger footprint on the surface where I would be able to control something. I wonder, can I jump to that? I'm going to point right at it. All right, jump drive. All right, 6 kilometers. We're pointed right at it. Distance to proximity of coordinates. Yeah, okay. And I know I'm not going to be in a gravity well. It would have blocked me. Okay. Let's see. All right, I'm going to continue. Oh, there goes my kitty's tail. Oh my goodness, she's being so cute. Why are you being so cute for? All right. Nope, passed it. And whoa. 89.12. Okay, well. Okay, planet 89. All right, well, I guess I can update this. Let's do 89. We can do 90. Because this is what, 89.11. Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right, let's go look at this. Oh, that's convenient. Looks like there's some iron right there. Yeah, nice. Iron, yay. Okay, cool. right. All right, this is where I think I'm going to set up my base of operations to destroy the pirates. Oh my goodness. There's something. Oh, it looks like a couple somethings. Hey, all right. This is probably what? Ice? Yeah, that's ice. Then, oh, more ice. And then gold? Yep, gold. Gold is good. Uh, all right. Ouch. All right, let's mark these. Let's see, EO, and we've got gold and ice. I'll put iron as well. Since this is the only marker I have for this asteroid. Yeah, it's fine. And it's right there. All right, that's cool. Sweet. Okay, I think, where should I start building? I think right in here seems kind of drawn to this. Yeah, I think that'll do. Right in here. The Earth looming over me. Yeah, it seems all right. Okay, so what am I going to do? Well, let's see. I think I will set up a platform to land that, and then a small habitat with medical rooms, so I have a backup spawning location. I think I'm going to do that first, and let's get this a little closer. Go. Yep. I think the things that I'm going to need here are, I want a respawn point, like in a habitat, which I just said. A docking facility for the ship. Docking facility landing pad, right? Which I also just said. I am going to need some energy production capability, although I'm not sure how much. Initially, I'm thinking not very much. Other things I will need will be, I think I'm going to want some sort of printing facility. Because I'm going to be conducting this part of the mission. It's all going to be remote vehicles. So I expect they're going to be somewhat disposable. So I'm probably going to want a way to repair them. Even if they're not disposable, I imagine they're all going to be one-way trips. Anything I launch or send to Earth, I don't expect to come back. Even if it's not destroyed, even if I end up landing it somewhere, chances are, in order to save, weight and resources, like more than likely, I'll just kind of put like atmospheric engines on stuff and then just shoot it towards the planet, right? Once it gets into the air, it can fly. And until then, it's just drifting, which means it's a one-way trip. So I think I'm going to need the capability to print multiple copies of stuff. So I'll need an antenna facility as well to control these things. And I do think, goodness, 90 kilometers. Oh, no, 39 kilometers. Yeah, I do think I want to put like at least one satellite in kind of low orbit to relay the signal to give me more area to work with down there. Let's see, 39 to 50 is only 11. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Let's get some steel. Let's get a lot of steel. Actually, you know what I would like to do? Boop. I'm going to make a blueprint of this. As is. And the reason is that I can put it on the workshop, and the blueprint as is right now is fully loaded with plenty of material. So it's basically a fully ready starter ship. So I believe it's Control Shift B to ignore docked things. Yeah, okay. I think. Alright, we'll do that. Yep. Cool. And then, yeah, I think that'll be nice. That way, you could literally spawn this ship in any situation and be like, all right, I what I need. I can set up a base and go do whatever it is I think I need to do. Yeah. All right. Let's get some steel. More steel. More steel. More steel. Oh, wait. Doggone it. I do need the things. That one. Sure. All right. Whoops. Entered the interior. All right. Those. Here we go. All right. So this looks like a pretty flat area. Let's start here. Does that work? No. How about that? Is that pretty good? Sure. And I guess oop. And I think I'm gonna start with the landing pad. It's gonna be kind of big, I think. Let's see, this ship is. Let's see, those are three. Those are three. There's one between them. That's 7, 8, 9. Oh, it's only 9 wide. It's quite long though. All right, there's some obstacles at the end here, so okay. Let's see, 9 wide, so that's 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay. Whoops. I'm doing that more and more. All right, so how long is this ship? These are 3, 4. That's another 3. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 here. 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22 for that guy. All right. That's a long ship. It's 22. So what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 20. And then 1 and 2. Okay. That is the full length of the ship. I'm going to add a few extra this side. 1 and 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Okay. 22, right, is what it needed to be. That's still pretty tight, but I think that's going to be fine. I just realized that would be a rectangular landing pad. That's kind of weird, but it's fine. It's fine. Honestly, I really just need the part that touches down. But this gives me an idea of about the space I'm looking at. Okay, so let's do. Let me just mark this out. So and like so. So I know that that's kind of the extents. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. So Patrick, the jump drive bug. Nom nom. Hey, what's up? So oh yeah, so I did talk about it earlier. I don't think there's anything weird about that jump drive. Um, and there's no reactor either. I think what it is, my theory is this: the initial jump that you have to make with that craft is only 5 kilometers, and the amount of power used by a 5 kilometer jump is so little that by the time you complete the jump, you almost immediately have recharged the jump drive. So I'm guessing that maybe when you got that impression that you had done that initial jump of 5 kilometers, and by the time you looked again, like if you delay even like 2 seconds looking at the jump drive after the jump animation completes, like it'll be topped off again. So maybe you got the wrong idea, or maybe yours was bugged. I don't know, but that's what I saw is after a 5 kilometer jump, and I've seen that before. It gets topped off almost immediately, um, and then the second jump, I think you do 5 kilometers, and then you have to go to a hidden base that's only 10 kilometers away. So again, it's such a short jump that if you delay even like 30 seconds before you look at the jump drive, it's going to be topped off again. So I'm guessing maybe it was just a false impression, um, assuming yours wasn't actually bugged. Um, but when I jumped from where we picked up the ship to Earth, I definitely had to wait the full 7 minutes for the drive to recharge after each jump. So yeah, I don't think it's special. But maybe yours was, but mine was not. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no problem, man. And again, maybe yours was bugged. But I was really interested to see. I thought that's fascinating. I love to learn about the new, like little corners here and there of the game. So I was very curious to see if that was the case, and yeah, unfortunately, it's not in my game anyway. So yeah, okay. Um, so I'm thinking also this is going to be the landing spot. I think I might want to put it up on pillars. Why might I want to put it on pillars? I don't know. It seems cool. Seems like something you would do on the moon or on an asteroid. All right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It needs to be 4, huh? And I do have an entire extra block at the front and the back. So maybe I'll add some high quality armor sculpting. But there. Jeez. Oops. All right, maybe I need to do 2 pillars. This is very scientific, I assure you. Anyway, how you doing today, Nom Nom? Hope all is well. So then we've got that one. So I think you can put, oh, I don't know if I have the parts. Yeah, interior plate.
Energy low.
Yeah. All right. Interior plate. Oh, right. It's not connected. Interior plate. Okay. So we'll do one there. And one here, maybe? Or maybe do one there. That. All right. All right, that connects it to the ground.
Inventory full.
I've just putting random blocks everywhere. So here we go. Let's grab that guy.
Energy
then-
critical.
Yeah, I know. Cool. Struggling to survive on the Narset scenario. What is Narset? What's that? Narset. I don't recognize. I assume that's short for something, but I don't. Damn it. Damn it. Oh my goodness. All right, well, we got it there eventually.
No energy.
Oh, all right, now it's a priority. All right. Cool. All right, yeah, now that I have this laid out, what's the word? A new community created scenario on SC. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, sweet. I'll need to check that out. So, all right, I'm going to get rid of all of that. And I think for now that's going to be it. Fortunately, I cannot go for as long as I typically do or I have lately. But yeah, it is what it is. Watch the charts go by. So that's going to be it for today. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. Nom Nom, good to see you. Christopher, nice chatting with you. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye.